Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday town hall series. As some background to the Alliance, the Alliance is a nonprofit organization that has served the greater Houston area for 37 years. It has a long history of resettling refugees in Houston. We provide a number of comprehensive services to help refugees, immigrants, and undeserved residents secure the resources they need to attain self-sufficient and improve their quality of life. Today, in honor of Volunteer Appreciation Month, we will be talking about the impact of volunteer service at the Alliance and how volunteers can contribute to the success of our mission. My name is Jesus Gutierrez, and I am the Digital Marketing and Storytelling Intern at the Alliance. Today, I am joined by Maryam, Volunteer Coordinator, and Skyla, Volunteer Coordinator with the Refugee Service Department. Maryam is an Iranian Arab American raised in Houston with studies in communication, biology, and foreign languages. She has worked in the education, retail, nonprofit fields for many years. As volunteer coordinator with the Alliance, she enjoys the range of people she's able to serve and loves supporting community members who like to support their communities. Skyla was born and raised in Victoria, Texas. She studied psychology from Sam Houston University and started her career working with families in her community as a mental health case manager. At the Alliance, she loves bringing her skills from the field of mental health to contribute to the Afghan community. Maryam, Skyla, it's great to have you here. We'll first have a conversation about the impact of volunteering, as well as how interested community members can get involved in our work. Please feel free to put any questions in the chats, and we will have time at the end to answer some of the questions. So let's jump right to it, shall we? Okay. And hi, everyone. And we'll start off with the first question. It's for Maryam. How do volunteers contribute to the success of the Alliance mission and goals?
Hi, everyone. So I'd like to start first by letting everybody know that our volunteer program actually launched for the first time at the beginning of this year. That's not to say that volunteers haven't been supporting the Alliance for many years. For example, just last year, with the support of over 296 community volunteers, we were able to serve almost 8,000 clients. But the difference now is that we have a central focused program to help support our volunteers and increase their engagement and make sure that they're having a great time working with the Alliance and that they come back to help us even more.
Thank you, Maryam. Now to both you and Skyla, what are the different volunteer opportunities with the Alliance? We'll start off with you, Maryam.
So we have a range of volunteer opportunities, some that involve working directly with clients and some that are maybe behind the scenes for folks who might have some technology or administrative skills that they might want to share. So we have a little bit of something for everyone and something that can fit anybody's schedule. So if you're working Mondays through Fridays, we have things that go on after hours or on the weekends, like our special events. For example, we've had Ramadan deliveries on weekend nights throughout April to help our clients celebrating Ramadan break their fasts. As I mentioned, we have lots of opportunities for administrative assistance. Right now, our Afghan Allies program needs a lot of support in that area. So I'm going to pass the plate to Skyla to talk a little bit more about what volunteer experiences with refugee services will look like and how they can best support her program.
Hello, everybody. So for for our Afghan Refugee Services for this department in particular, we have a lot of different opportunities, and we keep working on creating more opportunities as time goes on. Right now, it seems that most of the need in refugee services is with case management. So a typical shift with case management, generally, it can range from like administrative to working directly with clients. It really just depends on the needs of the clients at the time and what our case managers have going on, really. So what that shift generally looks like is first meeting with me and getting to know your volunteer goals and what you'd like to accomplish in your time working with us. And then I'll introduce you to, a case manager that where your skills will be the best needed and a good fit. And then they'll give you training and tell you what they need from you. And that's generally how that goes. As for hours, we're generally really flexible. We know that everybody is busy with their lives. Some people are mothers, some people are teachers. Everybody's got different things going on, and we're really appreciative of any time that volunteers dedicate to our services. So if you can do 2 hours a week, or 6 hours a week, or just once a month, everything helps, and we're really flexible with working with whatever times you're available.
Thank you, Skyla. Now I'd like to talk about the people behind volunteering. Maryam, if you could please tell us who volunteers at the Alliance, and what does volunteer look like?
So fortunately for us, our volunteers, we have volunteers who come to us from all types of backgrounds, and everybody can help at the Alliance. So for example, we've had some volunteers who they themselves have been refugees, like Adriana, and now that they have some time, they're able to bring that back to their own community, and they've been helping us out. And we also have some volunteers who may not have had experience in refugee services before, but they want to support the community the best way they can, like Kelly here. And so they've been doing great work supporting our refugee clients together in different ways. We also have volunteers, as Skyla mentioned, who have been helping us with lots of case management. So they've been able to use their professional experience and their professional backgrounds, like Beth, to help our case managers. And we also have our spotlight volunteer, Ellen, here, who's been doing great work in our donations department for several months now. She was most recently spotlighted at the Volunteer Houston Showcase event a few weeks ago. So we have been really grateful to be able to honor the volunteers and the hard work that they've been doing for us.
Thank you, Maryam. Now, Skyla, what has been the best volunteer experience you have had working with the Alliance?
With my time here, I would say that I have quite a few experiences that I really enjoyed, but my favorite would have to be an event that we did in March. We did a wellness park day for our clients. It was for our newly arrived Afghan refugees, and they hadn't gotten permanent housing yet, so they were staying in a hotel for a little bit. So we thought it'd be really great for them to, get out and spend a good day with their family and eat and, do activities, things like that. And that was just a really beautiful, really great day. So we went to the park, and that day, a lot of staff and a lot of volunteers came to help out. And it was really great to see volunteers interacting with the clients, being able to speak the same language, talking to them about their experiences, eating with them, blowing bubbles with the kids. It was just really beautiful to see. So I would say that that's my favorite.
Now, from the perspective, sorry, Maryam, did you need anything else? Well, from the perspective from the clients, how do clients feel supported by the volunteers?
I would say clients feel supported by volunteers in different ways. Volunteers bring different skills to the Alliance, you know, whether it's being able to like face paint or good communication skills, being really good with like marketing. Just there's so many different skills that volunteers contribute. And I think just giving their time and their kindness and like everything like that, it really shows the clients that they're seen and that they're heard and that people really, really care about them and want to help them. And I think that that has a really big impact.
Of course, personally, you really do see their appreciation at pretty much their most vulnerable moments in their lives. I've also been there, volunteer. For now, Maryam, are you all having any events to commemorate Volunteer Appreciation Month? Are there opportunities to talk to any current volunteers about their experiences volunteer with the Alliance?
Yes. So as I mentioned, our volunteer program launched for the first time this year, but another first thing that we're doing this year is our first annual volunteer appreciation picnic on May 7th at Bayland Park. The link will be in the chat. So this is going to be a great opportunity for us to celebrate the volunteers and all the hard work that they've done already, whether they've been at the Alliance for a few weeks or a few years. But this is also a great opportunity for new or potential volunteers to come and learn about the Alliance and hear about volunteering from other volunteers who've already been there and, you know, might be able to share those experiences with them. So we really encourage everyone who's interested in learning about the Alliance to come join us. There will be food provided, lots of activities for the kids, as well as some raffle prizes, with the grand prize being a $125 gift card to Fogo de Chao. So if you are interested in volunteering at the Alliance, or you've ever volunteered at the Alliance, please come and let us celebrate you.
Sounds great. We've been having really great sunny days in Houston, and it's really close to our Hillcott main building as well.
That's true.
To the park. Thank you, Maryam. Now, Maryam, where can you go to get more information on volunteering or interning at the Alliance?
So you can find our volunteer portal on the Alliance's website. thealliancetx.org/volunteer, but we also are going to have the link to our volunteer application in the chat. So if you are interested in registering to volunteer, please register for our portal. Once you're registered, you have a chance to view and sign up for any of the opportunities that we currently have at the Alliance. Although, as Skyla mentioned, we are very flexible and we're always coming up with new opportunities. So if, for example, you might have some talents or skills that you want to share with the Alliance that might not be represented in our current volunteer opportunities, you can always have a conversation with me, the volunteer coordinator, about that, and we can see how you might be able to meet your volunteer goals at the Alliance.
Thank you, Maryam. That's really useful information. And please, if you have any questions in the chat, feel free to ask them. We'll gladly have answers to them. But before ending the live stream. We have a question. Are there any large events at the Alliance does where organizations and companies can come volunteer? This is open to either.
So we actually we are starting our planning for our big back to school event for later at the end of the summer. So that is one great event that we host every year, where we are looking for truly hundreds of volunteers to assist. So that would be one great opportunity where groups can participate. Another ongoing opportunity that we have that is best supported by groups of volunteers. So it's not the best opportunity for individuals. We have our co-sponsorship program that is currently recruiting team members to help sponsor families that might need some additional support throughout their first year, adapting and transitioning to living in the United States. So in our co-sponsorship program, we'd have a team would have some designated case management roles. And so they can learn more about that on our website. And there probably will be a link in the chat for that, but we can talk to groups about volunteering and sponsoring families. So it's a 12-month commitment that helps meet the needs of one Afghan family in various capacities. So that would be a great opportunity for groups to get involved in.
And we have another question as well. Can you still help clients directly if you don't have language skills?
Yes. So some of our activities, like I mentioned, the Ramadan dinner deliveries, those are some client-facing activities, and I think a lot of our volunteers enjoy getting to interact with our clients, even though, as our question mentions, there may be a language barrier. It doesn't exclude volunteers from being able to get involved. And as Skyla mentioned, some of our other support roles actually do require strong English skills. And so for those of you who might have some administrative or technology skills, those are some great ways to support our clients, is by taking care of some of the things that they actually have trouble with because of the language barrier. So those are great ways to get involved, even if you don't necessarily speak Dari, Farsi, Pashto, or another foreign language.
Definitely. We just recently did 3 events for vaccination clinics so that some of the Afghan children could get immunization so that they could go to school. It was really awesome and really great to see the volunteers that came to that event, or some of the volunteers, they didn't speak Dari, Pashto, or Farsi, and they were able to still contribute so much with setup, with helping out, filling out paperwork, medical records, things like that. And then also even where there was a communication issue or anything like that, they were still able to communicate, like there was a volunteer named Trevor, and he speaks English, and he was outside playing with the kids the entire time, playing duck, duck, goose, and different activities. So it didn't really hinder anything much. We really appreciate anybody that can come contribute and help out.
And we have another question as well. Are there any internship opportunities for students?
Yes, actually right now, we are recruiting some case management support interns. So throughout the summer, we'd like to have some interns helping out with some of those administrative tasks that Skyla mentioned. We are also recruiting for a digital marketing intern, actually a couple, I think. So those are some of the current opportunities that we have. Although if there are internship ideas that our community members have that they might want to share with us for potential internships, we do have an internship interest form that can be filled out at our website, the one I mentioned earlier at the alliancetx.org/volunteer. You'll find the link to our internship interest form.
Thank you, Maryam. And it's very easy. Speaking as somebody who's a student and an intern as well, all you need to do is just emphasize your skills and be open as to what else is needed. That's always been part of what I've done. One of my skills is knowing how to speak in Spanish, and I've done conferences with one of our partners at a Spanish-speaking community event. You can always showcase your skills. We always need the help. And one of our another question, can you share how important it is for the community to get involved with refugees?
I would say that it's really important because there's such a heavy need for it right now. There are so many refugees in need of like services, whether it be, you know, applying for benefits or, you know, looking for work, help with their families, schools, cultural orientation. Coming up soon, we should have more opportunities for volunteers to help with cultural orientation, you know, and that kind of thing. So there are so many different areas in which our refugee clients need help, and it would be really great for anybody to just dive in and contribute their skills and help out their community in the ways that they can.
Thank you. And one more question, our last question. Do you all work with clients from other parts of the world in addition to Afghan clients?
Yes, we do. So the refugee services are not closed to any clients who have refugee status. So we have, you know, we've served Cuban clients most recently, as well as clients from other Spanish-speaking countries, as well as some African countries. So no, we are open. Our doors are open to all refugees. Though the reason you see such a great influx of Afghan clients at the moment is, you know, as many folks are aware, the political climate has changed in the last few months for Afghanistan. And so that is why we have a great influx of clients coming from there now. But of course, you know, our clients' needs are always changing, and we are always here to support them, whatever they are.
Definitely. And refugee services with our Cuban community, we have a lot of need for volunteers who are Spanish speaking to assist case managers in interpretation. So if that is something that interests you, you can feel free to reach out to me, and we can figure out where you would be best fit.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, guys. And we thank also you so much for joining us on our third Thursday town hall to discuss such an important topic. We really appreciate it. And thank you, Skyla, Maryam, for speaking with us today about the ways volunteers at the Alliance have improved the lives of our Houston community members and how people can get involved. Thank you all again, and we hope to see you at our next town hall in May. Have a good night, everyone.
Right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Bye, everyone.